The ego of a man becomes pride without honor. One of the strongest terms on earth I've heard is to be a man. To be a man is not a biological function. The biological function is to be a male, but to be a man has to do with a lot of responsibilities. If you want to really be a man and know what a true man should be, then this video is for those that are men.
It's my acechina. I'm an expert global business solutions expert and your real estate success strategist known as the mayor of thousands. Welcome to my daily insights into my daily quotes with my ace, where I give you a longer, deeper insight into my daily quotes for deeper secrets for your accelerated results.
And today's quote says, the other spelling of the word man is E-G-O, but the only definition of a man is responsibility. If you are not taking responsibility, you are not a man. The two things that make a man is ego and responsibility. You take responsibilities to build your ego. You take a lot of discipline and a lot of things you achieve to build your ego. And one of the things you hold with honor is the ego of being a man, because there's a certain level of debasement that men are not supposed to be debased under. Like begging is not a manly thing. Crying is not a manly thing. Complaining is not a manly thing. Being taken care of is not a manly thing. No man wants to be a wimp. So being a wimp is the opposite of being a man. So if you're not taking responsibility, you're not a man. And if you're not protecting your ego, you're not a man. And if you're around people that abuse your ego, you are not a man. If you're around people that you are not taking responsibility, you are not a man. So there are 6 responsibilities that will make you a man. And these 6 responsibilities, if you take them, you are man enough. Number 1, if you take the responsibility for your identity, who are you? One of the movies I enjoy so much is Jackie Chan's movie called Who Am I?, where he lost his memory and was trying to know who he is. Every man should know his identity. If you are a strong footballer, you should know. If you're a strong producer, you should know. If you're a strong marketer, you should know. You should know who you are, because if you don't know who you are, the world will push you around. And sometimes the world will push you to limits that now the world is even pushing men to become women. That's when you fail to take responsibility for your identity. The second is to take responsibility to learn honor. The ego of a man becomes pride without honor. Honor is what turns pride to ego. If you don't have the ego with honor, your ego will just be mere pride. And pride goes before a fall. The only thing honorable in a man is a man's understanding of honor. Honor is something you don't demand. Honor is something you earn. Honor is something you celebrate. Honor is something that is sacred. And any man that does not take responsibility to understand what honor is not a man. The third responsibility that makes you a man is taking the responsibility to learn to earn. Any man that does not take the responsibility to learn how to earn is not man enough. As a matter of fact, every man should begin to earn at the age of 12. I started earning at the age of 25 and I regretted wasting so much time in academics because I was an academic genius. People that changed the world like John D. Rockefeller started earning at the age of 12. No wonder he went ahead to become the richest man, because he took the responsibility to not only earn, but to learn how to earn more and to learn what is earning and what makes his earning powerful and more. So you must take responsibility to learn to earn. The fourth thing for you to be man enough is to take the responsibility to provide after you earn. If you only earn for yourself, you are not a man. Men earn for others, and they must provide for those of their household. They must provide for their parents, their siblings, and when they are married, their wife and children. A man should always be providing for someone and taking responsibility. Even when men don't have wife and children, they provide through foundation for other children and other less privileged. A man must take responsibility to provide. If you are not providing, you are not a man. So much so that the Bible even said in 1 Timothy 5:8 that any man that cannot provide for his household is worse than an infidel. The fifth responsibility that makes you man enough is to take the responsibility to produce and multiply. Most times they take women as the multipliers because you give a woman a sperm and she multiplies it through an egg to give you a baby. But the true multipliers of productivity and money are men. You give a man a woman, he multiplies her into a mother. You give a man a child, he multiplies him into an adult. You give a man money, he multiplies it into a fortune. If you're a man that you are not productive enough to multiply things, if I give you this bike and you cannot multiply it into 2 bikes, you are not man enough. So any resource a man is given, he must take the responsibility to multiply it. And that's why in the parable of the talent, those men that were given 1 talent and failed to multiply the talent were called wicked and unfaithful. So any man that does not know how to multiply is unfaithful and wicked. And the final and the 6th responsibility that will make a man and makes men and shows that you're man enough is the responsibility to protect. The greatest typification of a man is a soldier. Every nation has men that protects that nation called soldiers. But a nation is not the only thing a man protects. A man protects his wife, a man protects his children, a man protects his respect, a man protects his reputation, a man protects his honesty, a man protects his character, a man protects things put under his care, a man protects the less privileged, a man protects the weak, a man protects those that are not men enough. So if you are not protecting, you are not a man. If you are exploiting people put under your care, you are not a man. If you are exploiting opportunities you are meant to protect and nurture, you are not a man. If you are divulging secrets that you are meant to protect, you are not a man. And remember, being a man is different from being a male. Biologically, those features make you a male. But to become a man, you have to learn to take the responsibility for your identity. You have to learn to take the responsibility for your learning, honor. You have to learn to take the responsibility to learn to earn. You have to learn to take the responsibility to provide. You have to learn to take the responsibility to produce and multiply. You have to learn to take the responsibility to protect. And if you do these 6 things, you are man enough. People that are not men don't even take responsibility. They just react and are impulsive and are just reacting through life and not taking responsibility for anything. Take these 6 responsibility, then you will not only be a man, but you'll be one of the few endangered species of Homo sapiens that will save our very society and the world we live in today. Remember, our quote for the day says the other spelling of the word man is ego, but the only definition of a man is responsibility. If you are not taking responsibility, you are not a man. So tell me in the comments below, which of these responsibilities did you not know a man is meant to produce? And if you're a woman, will you tolerate a man that doesn't take any of these responsibilities? Because women make men weaker when they tolerate men that don't take responsibility. Men make themselves weaker when they fail to take responsibility. So which of them are you not taking responsibility for? For me, the most important thing I was failing that even led me to prison was number 6. I wasn't taking responsibility to protect my capital. I'm very good at marketing. I'm very good at convincing people. So I could convince friends and relatives to loan me money for business. But when they gave me that money, I didn't take responsibility to protect the money. I gave the money to any Tom, Dick and Harry or any bunkum, and I lost the money and I went to prison for losing such money. Since then, protecting my business, protecting my capital, protecting my investment has become my obsession, and I take full responsibility for it. And right now, you can hardly take anything from me without my inspection and confirmation. So tell me in the comments below, which of these responsibilities were you not taking as a man? And as a woman, will you accept or tolerate a man that doesn't take any of these responsibilities? I would like to read your comments in the comments section. And please don't rush up, because if you rush up, you might be rushing to see how your hurry is leading you to wasting money and becoming lazy. Click on the video above and I'll see you on the other side.
This is super duper amazing that you found my content valuable enough for you to watch till the end. Only 5% of exceptional people do that. You're exceptional, and I deeply love and appreciate you. Don't just watch to learn, watch to take action. And the first action is subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of our daily value action. Remember, only doers are winners.